I have a console program I'm creating here that's going to tell me what version of MySQL is currently on the server. So first thing I do is I open this up, and using system, all these come automatically except for this one. I key in using MySql.Data.MySqlClient. This is not enough. I need to go over here to Solution Explorer, right click on References, add References, go over to Net, scooch on down till I see MySql.Data. I click on it and then OK. I've done this already, so I'm going to click on Cancel. As soon as you do that, though, look at References, you'll see MySql.Data is there. You need that. Alright, the next thing we run into is our main function. So I create within main a string, my connection string. And I put the @ sign here in front of the connection string so I can hit the Enter key a few times so it's a little bit clearer. Server equals localhost, user ID is root, password equals a blank, 2 single quotes, and database equals FNLN. I enclose these guys within double quotes, semicolon at the end, and I'm good to go. MySQL connection is, I want to make sure there's nothing in there. I set them to null. Now I'm going to do a try and a catch. I take the myCon variable, which I just created, and I'm going to assign it the following. I'm going to make a new MySQL connection, and I'm going to pass it MYCS. My connection string. That's this guy over here. And that gets assigned to myCon. Now I tell myCon to open up everything. The local host, database, and then I tell him to write a line to the console. What do you want me to write? I say I want you to write MySQL version and then curlies and a 0 inside, comma, and then myCon, yes, tell me what the server version is. So that's going to get put in here. Okay, says I'll do that. Now if there's an error, if there's an exception, I want you to catch that exception and put it into the variable called EX. Alright, he says I'll do that. And then I want you to write a line to the console that says, you got an error, curly 0 curly, and this is what I want you to put in there, x.toString. That's going to put the error in here. Alright, that's good. And that'll bring us to the end of this program. Time to save this and go to Debug and Build Solution. Or I can just hit the F6 key. And it's building solution right now. The build is succeeded, it says. Alright, now I'm going to do a Control F5. See what I get. Oh, there we go. It says MySQL version 5.5.34. Press any key to continue. It worked. Now, what happens though if we turn around and change the password? Build. I'm going to save this. Build the solution again, hitting F6. The build is succeeded. I do a Control F5. Oh, we got all sorts of errors. It didn't like that at all. Fail, fail. Alright, it didn't like that. Let's change it back to blanks. Save this. Just build again. F6. And then Control F5. And I got MySQL version 5.5.34. There we go. Press any key to continue. Now let's do something that we shouldn't do. Change the name of the database to something that does not exist. ZZZXX. That's a good one. Now let's see what errors we get. I'm going to build the solution, hit F6, and then Control F5, and we should get lots of errors, and we do. Unknown database, right there. Okay, put this back to what it should be. F, first name, last name. It's the name of the database I have. And now, debug build solution, F6. And build is now succeeded. Click in here, Control F5. I should get my server information right there. There it is. MySQL version 5.5.34. Press any key to continue, and it worked well. And that's it. This is George Boole. Bye-bye.